Yo, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is Kevin with Optimized Essentials, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about why do I always feel like shit, or why are my energy levels always so low? Why do I always feel lethargic? Why do I always feel apathetic? Why do I feel like I have no energy, no motivation, no oomph for life, right? This could even mean you're always anxious, always restless, feeling chaotic, meaning you want to do something, but you can't do it. Your emotions are all over the place. And overall, I would equate this to just having a shitty mood. Now, the very first things you want to understand when it comes down to emotions and emotional states and how you're feeling is this and this alone. It is physiology, okay? Meaning the living organism of the body, the cells, the tissues, everything that is going on within your body as one living organism responds to the environment is known as your physiology, okay? When your physiology is stagnant, when your physiology is toxic, when your physiology isn't being utilized to its fullest capacity, then you are going to be feeling like shit. Meaning if you eat certain foods, if you do things to your body that cause it to be stressed, if you do things that cause your gut to be inflamed, if you do things that cause your energy to be low, stagnant, and just overall chaotic, then you are going to experience a lot of mental emotional stagnation. You're going to experience a lot of dips in your energy levels, especially if you drink a lot of energy drinks, if you do a lot of coffee, if you do a lot of things that stimulate you for a short term and then bring you back down. If you aren't getting enough sleep, that is going to hinder your process. So there is a lot of different things that can influence your physiology, all right? The best way to understand physiology is this. What happens when you take a shower? You feel refreshed. You feel awake. You feel alive, alert. Think about what happens when you go on a hike, when you go into nature. What happens? You feel fresh. You feel alive. You feel alert. What happens when you go into the ice cold ocean, right? Into the waves of the beach. And you get splashed and you get, your feet in sand. What does that feel like? Your physiology responds to the external environment, but it also responds to what's going on inside. When you match these two things up, then you will have supreme physiology and you'll have supreme levels of energy. But here's the thing. A lot of people, one, get the internal physiology, right? The internal effects of physiology wrong, and they also get the external wrong. What do I mean by this? Internally, they put a lot of stuff inside of their body, a lot of junk food, a lot of things that cause organ stress. Anytime you're causing organ stress, best believe you are going to experience radical emotions. You're going to experience emotional instability. You'll experience potentially even depression, because if you didn't know, malnourishment, being nutrient deprived, right? Your body, your brain doesn't have the type of nutrients, the resources it needs to repair itself, meaning there are certain amino acids that our brain needs to construct hormones, okay? And hormones, as you know, there's dopamine, there's serotonin, right? There's things like acetylcholine, GABA. All of these play into our mental, emotional balance, stability, equilibrium. And when we don't have the building blocks of these materials, then we don't experience the homeostatic emotions of at least peace and above, which are the elevated emotions, okay? There was one amino acid, I believe it was tryptophan, that is the precursor for serotonin. And there are certain nutrients that our body needs, essential amino acids that it needs in order for the nerves within our brain to be function correctly, in order for our brain, the cells within our neurochemistry to be functioned properly. And when we don't have these on board, we are going to experience shitty emotions, guys. It's that simple. So what do you do? What do you do to change your physiology? What do you do to start feeling better? What do you do to fix your chemistry? Well, it all starts with the 6 foundational health principles that I shared a while back, okay? What is it? The easiest one you can do, the easiest one you can start with is drinking enough water, and not just regular water. You want to drink charged water, meaning the water ideally has been charged through the spring systems of the world and has natural alkalinity, or you can add some Himalayan pink salt into it, right? Himalayan pink salt. You can bless it with your thoughts, your emotions. Look up the water experiment where the crystals of the water changes just because you send some positivity to it. Charging your water through, bringing it under sunlight with a glass bottle. There's different ways you can charge water. You don't want to just drink filtered or tap water or distilled water, because that is slightly acidic and it could pull out minerals from your body. And then the next thing, that's number one, drinking enough water. The next thing you want to focus on is nutrition. Nutrition is by far in today's society, compared with number three, sleep. That will make a lot of changes to your physiology because you simply are burning fuel that's more clean. Another thing you want to focus on is getting enough quality sleep, because sleep, when done correctly, can produce androgens, right? Growth hormones, testosterone, especially for men. This is when the body repairs itself. But you need to have the nutrients on board. And then when you go to sleep, you need to have the ideal environment so that your body is getting deep sleep and isn't interrupted, okay? So water, right? Nutrition, sleep. How often are you moving your body? If you're feeling chaotic, if you're feeling stagnant, if you're feeling stuck, right? That means you're not moving your body enough. You're not getting enough motion. Emotion is energy in motion. If you're sitting on your ass for 5-6 hours, your emotion is stagnant. Combine this with eating junk food, combine this with not getting enough water, combine this with not getting enough sleep, you are in a slew of shitty emotions, all right? And then the next thing, another big thing, how do we use our mind? How do we use our thoughts? I created a video on how to program your subconscious mind, right? That's the video on thought that goes more into depth with why you always experience anxiety, which is another video you want to watch. How to stop being anxious. All of these are ways that you can take control of this wild monkey going on, because we've been conditioning ourselves to be jumping at everything and anything that is pleasurable, right? Any type of entertaining video online, any type of rated R video online, anything that we want to learn, we want to laugh at, we want to cry at. All of these things are sucking our brain dry, and it's planting a bunch of seeds, a bunch of weeds that we do not want. So another source of shitty emotions is how we're using our mind, which is the fifth health principle. And then finally, the last thing is we're not breathing that good ass prana, infinite waters, right? We're not breathing enough life force. If you don't breathe for a prolonged period, you will die. So those are the 6 health principles that will help you change the way you feel, guaranteed. I encourage you to watch those 6 videos, right? Hydration, nutrition, sleep or rest, movement, all right? Thoughts, and finally, breathing, okay? These 6 things, when dialed down and optimized, will have you feeling supreme levels of energy, and it will not even hack your physiology. It'll just allow your body to flow and emanate life force energy, okay? Basic principles, easy things to grasp. I encourage you to study up on these 6 fields individually so you can optimize each one and bring it to the highest level so that you don't feel shitty all of the time. So I hope that gives you guys some insight. If it did, I will highly encourage you to subscribe and hit that notification button, because a lot of videos like this coming your way. And also drop a comment down below if you have any questions, or out of the 6 that I mentioned, which one are you going to start with first? Which one are you going to implement? Which one do you have the most problems with? Okay, so again, it's Kevin with Optimized Essentials, and I am out. See you in the next one. Peace.